Hey guys, Wade from 7 p.m. prayer, doing a tailgate talk on obedience today. So I know a lot of people, have trouble at times feeling like their prayers are being heard. And I think that one of the most important things that doesn't get talked about a lot is, yes, a lot of people don't bother to pray. Yes, a lot of people aren't consistent about it. But at the same time, a lot of people end up finding themselves in a spot because they are living in a state of compromise relative to some particular sin in their life. They've gotten okay with it, and they just assume God is too, or they just kind of turn the other, look the other way. And it's really what's standing between them and a healthy prayer relationship with God. So this isn't hard to see because, again, there are so many parallels in life that God gives us so that we can understand and see things and have it be obvious. So, for example, if someone in their diet has something that they're eating that's way out of whack, even though maybe the rest of their diet is just fine, because this one thing is out of whack. It could be anything from alcohol to even just something like drinking too much Coke, eating out all the time, and having fast food all the time. It doesn't have to be some diabolical thing, but that particular thing keeps them from being healthy. And so no matter what they're doing otherwise to be healthy, that thing makes it to where describing them as healthy is going to be an impossibility. And when you look at what God is asking of us, it's just like Jesus said, for us to be perfect as our Heavenly Father is perfect. Yes, I know we're all sinners, and that's why He came, and we all appreciate that and need that and have to have that. But now that we've been forgiven, now that we acknowledge that, now that we are so grateful for that, knowing how God looks at things and His commandments, we move forward obeying those to the best of our ability. And if we ever mess up, we ask for forgiveness and we get right back on track. We don't develop a lifestyle around a certain sin and that just becomes the norm and we just are okay with it. We can't do that and then turn right around and expect God to just be all over our prayers. Think about it again as another example. That would be, let's pretend that you're a kid living at the house with your parents and you're routinely lying about something. Let's say, for example, that you just need some extra money, and so you start stealing things from the house and taking them out and selling them for extra money at a pawn shop or whatever so that you can have more money in your pocket. And your parents are fully aware of it, and you're fully aware that they're fully aware. Okay? So now, with all of that being the case, you're turning around and asking favors for them, like, hey, will you do this for me? Will you do that for me? Well, it becomes incredibly difficult when you know you're doing something against them, they know you're doing something against them, and you're both aware that you're both aware. That's what happens when you're living in a state of, compromise with a sin, and then turning right around and praying for blessings from God or help from God in different areas. So get your life right, live obediently with God, and then be not amazed when you begin to see your prayer life go through the roof and your answers go through the roof, because now you are operating within God's system of having answered prayer and having God's blessing on your life. That's to be expected as His children. For those of you that have children, and you love your kids, it's not a difficult thing when your children are doing right and they need things. You jump to it to try to make things good happen for them. God is no different and even better. So live obediently and sit back and watch your life with God just go to new, higher leaps and bounds. It's amazing. All people praying together, all Christians praying together at 7 p.m. tonight, guys. We're going to change the world, and I appreciate you.